It's fantasy football. We got a new quarterback change in New York, and you got players spitting on players still in the NFL. We're going to break down the top 10 studs, the duds. We got our waiver wire targets. Stick around, smash that like button, and let's get it popping. Hey, look. Ruining dreams under pressure. Peachy be the one to bless ya, but don't test her. The queen reigns supreme, you know what I mean? Add the boy Breezy Prince, like a king. When the two come together in any weather, they form a bond, stay tight in any measure. So it's my pleasure, the number one team. Let the world know what's your fantasy. What's going on, fantasy footballers out there? Welcome to What's Yo Fantasy Football Show. Wayne Breezy and Peachy. What's going on? What's so funny? Like, what I do? I don't know what I did. You know? Guys, welcome to the show, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Smash that like button if you have not already smashed that like button, all right? All right, smash it, all right? And if this is your first time watching any show on this channel, you just happen to come across this show, subscribe to the channel. We do fantasy football every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? Eastern Time. I think you got to take standard out of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the way of the new worlds. If you guys are watching to the YouTubers, shout out to you guys, because if you're watching the vertical view, make sure you got the right link on. It should be all set for you. And if you guys are watching the classic horizontal view, we here in the building. Peachy, what's going on, man? It's fantasy football recap week 11. We're heading into week 12.
We are almost finished, guys. There are just a couple of weeks left until the playoffs. So if your league is doing really good, then kudos to you. But if it's not, and you've lost more than about 7 games, you can pretty much kiss your season goodbye.
Really?
For the most part, yeah.
Oh boy, you're gonna make me on this show. I'm gonna go through all 35 of my leagues to see if
I've already stopped in about 4 of mine because there's no hope. There's no hope. There's no prayer. Not even Jesus could step down and fix my fantasy leagues at this point.
Man, there is nothing that my Lord can't do. Okay, come on, Jesus, come on in. Let me end the playoffs with 7 wins. You know what I'm saying? You know, so look, it's going to be rough, man. Fantasy football playoffs be kicking off pretty soon. The trade deadline week, I think, is this week. So
it
I
is.
think,
this is your last week. So for trades, if you do that type of thing.
I mean, like, big if, right? Because I know I get a bunch of trade offers.
I know they hate me.
Yeah, them junks be sitting in the queue. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So Matthew says he likes this format. Look, Matthew, I've been trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know people going to be like, yo, Breezy, you didn't do no 49ers content, but you're doing this. Listen, I got my reason. I need to talk about football right now. Fantasy is what's getting me through. So let's talk fantasy football. All right. Shout out to the Breezy Bunch crew again, man. Shout out to you guys out there watching live. We got Twitter in the building and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to X, Twitter, or whatever you want to call it.
I know. That was down this morning, as a matter of fact.
Good, because I was down this morning, so I wasn't trying to post anything this morning.
Which is really crazy. This and I can't remember the name of it, but I guess it's some kind of database or whatever program that goes along with it.
Elon?
So it wasn't just X that was down. It was like a bunch of other stuff that was down along with X. So that was pretty interesting. But it came back up and all is well. But yeah, so this morning was crazy. With X, you had people that was going insane because they didn't know what to do with themselves.
They can't tweet. They can't put out stuff.
Exactly.
I can even imagine. Let's talk about this breaking news that we got going on as far as NFL. You got a quarterback change in New York. Now, I think this is official that Justin Fields is benched. Because last time they did this, They did this to us last time. We broke it right here on a fantasy football show. We told everybody to go pick up Tyrod Taylor, and who was the starting quarterback? Justin Fields.
But why though? Because Tyrod Taylor got hurt.
Aha.
That's why. Yes, that's
Our
right.
Coming to America. Do I got some Coming to America sound bites?
So lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely.
Give yourself a round of applause. Come on now.
I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
You know, so you know, I gotta find the sound bite because that was a funny one. Rocky Marciano. All right, no, so this is definitely gonna be official now. Beware of Tyrod Taylor because this cat, if he got injured, up to the game,
They were about the pomp and circumstance was up, the parade was up, and everything was up.
If he got
all
injured,
of a sudden he got hurt. Yep.
but if he got injured up until game time, you better make sure you got you shotgun. What's the word they be using? You shotgun. I don't know. Make sure you keep Justin Fields because if you're gonna go that route, you know, if you're gonna go that route, Rob Dart says sexual chocolate. Tommy, what's going on? It says I super chat bad about Gifford and Winters and they ball out. Hey man, continue to super chat bad about the players.
Exactly.
If you feel free, super chat about the team, Kyle Shanahan, everything, because we gotta win a game on Monday night. Because I don't know which version of the Panthers the 49ers are gonna get. You just don't know.
The Panthers are so bipolar this year.
That's the word for them.
One game they look amazing. One game they look like they shouldn't even be having an NFL team. I mean, you never know what version of Carolina you're going to get.
There it is. Well, we'll talk about some of that right here because there's some Carolina players that people probably want to know should they start against the 49ers defense. And overall, the answer is hell yes, because the Niners defense is never mind. It's not that show. It's why I didn't want to do a show about Niners. It's not that show. Let's talk about the Jamar Chase situation. Yeah. He's suspended, right? And so go ahead, PG. Tell us a little bit about what happened. You know what I mean?
Well, Jamar Chase decided that he was going to be a complete disgusting jerk, because this is disgusting, and spit on an opponent. And what basically happened was he spit on the opponent and then he got punched, because you just can't go around spitting on folks and think that they're not going to put their hands on you, because that's just not how it works. People have to remember that these people are human, and their reaction, which mine would be the same way. You spit on me, you're going to get punched. That's all there is to it.
You're going to get these hands.
You're going to get these hands. So that is what happened. It was Jalen Ramsey was who it was. And Jalen Ramsey was actually ejected from the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know. They saw the punch thrown.
Right.
And they didn't know what he did at the time.
And Jalen and Jalen's people were like, you need to watch the video so you can see what happened. And I honestly think that Jamar Chase just did not think that they were going to get him, but they got him.
The eyes in the sky never lie. Y'all got to be careful out here in these streets, man.
That's right.
That they showed that spit. It was nasty because they showed it.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. Okay, whatever.
You just can't do it.
You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Now, so there was who was the first spit, situation? I can't remember. But we had Dak Prescott and and who was it that he spit on?
Oh my God, I can't remember, but yes, that's who it was.
That was the first. That was the first spit gate. We got a spit gate.
It was an Eagles player.
It was Jalen Carter, right?
Yes, that's right.
And he got ejected. I remember that
because it was at the very, very beginning
before the
game.
He got ejected.
Right.
They ran the ball.
Yep.
Didn't the Cowboys win that game? Because the Eagles couldn't.
Yes.
The Eagles couldn't stop the
I
run.
think so. I believe that Dallas did win because they were, because after that game, they were talking about, Philly and how bad their defense was.
Brandy said, he lucky all he got was punch. Spitting on someone is beyond disrespect. And I remember this conversation. It's we have the same responses from the last time. Now, Dak Prescott's defense, he was spitting.
Right. He was spitting like downward, and it actually showed it was downward,
right.
And he said it wasn't even like by him.
But Jalen spit back, Loogie spit.
I mean, he ran back.
I'm over the spit, yo. This is disgusting. Hawk twa. Hey, Sin. I don't know why we talking about this. This is crazy. Let's get to some fantasy football injuries. We got a lot. It is news. It's nasty news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. It's spitting news. How about that? Let's talk about these injuries. We got some season-ending injuries for your fantasy football team. And stick around. Peachy's got it for you.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so we have Michael Penix, the quarterback of the Falcons, knee bone bruise and sprain. He is now on IR. It looks like it's going to be season ending, so Mr. Kirk Cousins will be taking over that spot. Aaron Rodgers fractured his left wrist. He does not have to have surgery on it, so he will be back. Jackson Dart is expected back this week, so yay. Me too, because quarterback CJ Stroud will not play this week. He is still in concussion protocol, and they play too quick because they play Thursday. Running back Josh Jacobs, knee day-to-day. He could miss a game. It's looking like he's going to, so if it is, I got something for you coming up here really, really soon. Running back Jaylen Warren, foot sprain. At least a week. Running back J.K. Dobbins, foot surgery. He is out for the season. Running back Samaje Perine, his high ankle sprain. They don't really have an update, so he's going to be out for a while. Running back Emari DeMarcado, foot. He's at least out for 1 week. Wide receiver Jamar Chase, as we know, he's suspended for 1 game. Wide receiver Calvin Ridley, broken fibula. He is out for the season. Sucks because he just came back. Oh my goodness, he cannot catch a break.
Literally, he caught a break. Go ahead.
Okay. Wide receiver Drake London. He has a PCL sprain.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, they cooked. Let me unpick the Falcons.
Yes.
I'm going with the Saints.
He has.
Give me the Saints this week at home.
A PCL sprain. So he's going to be out for a little bit.
That's what Ricky Pearsall had. Mm-hmm. And he was out for a whole bunch of weeks. Sorry, I had to cut you off because I didn't know. I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah. Wide receiver Marvin Harrison. He's still out with his appendectomy. They don't expect him back this week. Wide receiver Rashad Bateman. Of course, he has an ankle sprain. He's going to be out for a little bit. Garrett Wilson, they finally put him on IR. Yeah. So he's going to be probably gone for the season. There's no reason for the Jets to even worry about it. I wouldn't rush him back. And tight end Dalton Kincaid has the hammy, and he's out for a while, so we'll see what happens with Dalton Kincaid.
Big Daddy 9 is 485 in the building. What's going on? I think you asked me a question on Twitter. Ask it here because I can't remember what it was. I really wasn't on Twitter today, so feel free to ask. That's a lot of injuries.
Yeah. If you guys have any specific player that you want an injury update on, just drop it in the chat and we'll get to it and I'll research it and check it out for you. There's so many injuries right now. I tried to do the best I could to get as many of them as I could. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Some good bright news though. I don't know if you read this or talked about this. Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed could return to practice on Wednesday.
No, I didn't. I missed that one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
that's good.
Returning from a collarbone injury, so we'll see what happens with that. It's good that he'll be back. He was good. That to me, out of all the receivers that they had, I feel like Jaden Reed was Green Bay Jordan Love's number 1 wide receiver, and so if he's healthy, if he plays, that would be great. It'd be great for them. If you're, You know what I'm saying? We'll get to your questions and stuff after we get to the studs and duds and stuff of the show. All right. So we got questions. We have a whole section. Ask as many questions as y'all want.
Right.
We're gonna have a Q&A session at the.
Hang around for the whole show.
Hang around for the whole show. Let's get to the studs and duds of this week. All right. So you got several players listed below. I mean, football this week was just, yeah. I mean, Josh Allen let everybody know, don't forget about me,
Yes.
like I am still the mother peeping man, right? Like that's Josh Allen. He was setting on fire. Led in fantasy football points this week with 44.7 points. He was number one. And then if you look at number two, it's like a 9-point difference, right? So Josh Allen, is he back? Are you confident in Josh Allen? He had a bad game, had a bad week, but you're starting him every single week moving forward, right? You're not riding two quarterbacks at this point, right?
Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
You're definitely going with Josh Allen. The only thing that I will say, as far as fantasy wise, is keep an eye on his matchup, because it really just depends on who he's matched up against.
Yeah. They got the Texans this
He's been
week.
having some very, very interesting matchups where he's not looked so great. So keep an eye on that. But Josh Allen has to play superhero in order, because this team is just
That team
still
is
not,
trash.
Man.
It's something about the Bills that they're just not a complete team. You know what I mean? Like they got the running back, but the receivers aren't there. And then his number one tight end is out. And so he has to put but you know what? He's the type of player that puts the team on his back every
Exactly.
single week. Speaking
He
of
does.
player that puts the team on his back, Christian McCaffrey has been cashing in every single week. We talked about his average in fantasy football this week. This dude is averaging hella like 20 plus points per week. He got 35.1 points this week against the Arizona Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey continues to trend upwards. Next on our list, number 3, running back Sean Tucker, 34 points from the Tampa Bay Bucks. And I don't know if Bucky Irvin is looking to make a comeback this week, but Roddy White owners out there might be alarmed because there's a Sean Tucker in the building. And so that is something y'all might want to pay attention to. Just looking at the schedule, it looks like the Bucks got the Rams. So, Sean Tucker, number 3. Number 4, Michael freaking Wilson. I don't know where he came from, but I know he put up 33.5 points this week against that Niners defense. I mean, shredded him. He had 185 yards and like 377 targets. It was ridiculous. This dude was balling out 100%. Definitely wide receiver 1 on this list. Wide receiver 2 on this list. Guy we got to play this weekend. Ted McMillan. We call him T-Mac for short. Tedoroa McMillan, Carolina Panthers. 33 points. These dudes are cashing. And it's good to see the rookies score, though, right? Like,
Yes,
don't you like
absolutely.
rookies? Yeah, I just love when rookies do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And we got a chance to watch the Tampa Bay Bucks rookie, Emeka Egbuka, do his thing for the beginning of the season. And ever since the injury, things have changed a little bit with him, like, right?
I know it.
Here's another rookie doing this thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a New England Patriots fan, ain't no way you want your coach to go anywhere else but to this guy named Travion Henderson.
I mean,
Back-to-back weeks, Peachy.
Right.
Back-to-back weeks on this list. He put up 32.3 points this week. I know you want to talk about your guy, so go ahead and talk about this young fella because he's dynamic. He didn't rush for over 100 yards, but, man, he scored like 17 touchdowns.
And I know that Brandy wants me to talk about him too.
The Patriot fan in the building. That's why I like fantasy
Yes.
football. We get all walks of life.
I know. I am one. I'm so happy for my Buckeye guy because, man, he is tearing it up. I just wish that they had went to him sooner because he literally showed you what he was about in preseason. And I know it was preseason, but he tore up preseason, so you knew that this was coming.
Right.
He can catch. He can run. I mean, he can do it all. We don't even know he might be able to throw. We have no idea. This dude is at least a double threat, if nothing else. He's amazing on special teams. Excuse me. And he's proving it on offense now. That he's carrying this offense.
Without a doubt.
Literally carrying this offense. So very excited about my guy Trey, because he is definitely dominating for the Patriots. And I know Drake May is really happy to have him on this team, because it helps him to be able to do what he does as well and be real successful.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like, he's just a home run threat, right?
Yes.
And so, like, if he gets the ball, he can potentially get a big explosive play and just really silence the defense. Or, I think the issues of him coming in was his size and his durability. Would he be able to be a 3-down back? I watched this little guy run through that middle like it was nothing.
Yes.
No fear in his eyes. He looks hella strong. I saw great pass protection from him this weekend, and he has everything it takes to be a 3-down back in the NFL. I think Mike Vrabel just needs to go ahead and pull the trigger and just say, this is my guy. Sorry,
Yes.
Ramondre. He's beat up anyway. So what's the point? Like, you don't necessarily need him. Another Panther made this list. Are we surprised? Bryce Young just had a day. He just had a freaking day. Bryce Young. And this is my issue with him is, like, which version will you get when you play this kid? Bryce Young put up over 31.8 points for Bryce Young.
The crazy thing about it is Bryce Young got hurt and had to come out of the game for just a little bit.
Wow.
And then went back in there and still balled when he went back in there.
Wow.
Because he literally had to come out, went in the little tent for a little while, and then came back in the game.
Wow. So he blue tinted it up. He got some super strength.
Exactly.
You know what? Okay, I figured out what happens in the
What
blue
happens
tent.
in the tent when you go in there?
They get that Gen V, and then after they get the Gen V, they come back out and they just fine. Now, after the game, the Gen V might wear off. Don't know what that is. Shout out to Rob Dart, who says, I don't even play fantasy. I'm just here to support, man. That's love right there, man. That's love.
Thanks so much.
Cool breeze, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to play Josh Allen, who put up 53 points in the league you played. You need to check y'all scoring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 53. I would have been really mad at 53 points. I'm mad at 40-something points. I would have been really mad at 53 points, though. 53 points. Number 8 on the list, Bijan Robinson. This is one of my favorite running backs in the league. I'm not going to lie. But Atlanta and the way they use him still concerns me. I feel like Atlanta has very good talent. They have a unmatchable tight end named Kyle Pitts. They don't use him right. They have a phenomenal running back named Bijan Robinson. I feel like they don't use him right. But another week on the studs list for Bijan with 30.3 points. And these running backs are starting to chew up, right? Speaking of running backs, Kenneth Gainwell from the Pittsburgh Steelers, number 9 on this list. He's a funny guy because if Jaylen Warren is healthy, you get no Kenneth Gainwell.
Exactly.
When Jaylen Warren got hurt, you get full package Kenneth Gainwell, right? Mm-hmm. And so if people are going to be like, yo, should I pick him up? Better find out what's going on with Jaylen Warren. Got to find out. And then teams will game plan for him, right? No, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of like 29.5 points. He's kind of like the Travion Henderson on their team, you know? And so you got to pay attention to who's not going to play. Then George Pickens, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. If you're a CeeDee Lamb owner, I know you pissed. I know. It's okay. Come in for the hug. I got you. Because I'm just like, Lamb. Now behold the Lamb. What the hell is going on? I need more Lamb than I need Pickens. Pickens has been a bright spot in that Dallas Cowboys offense. Yes. What a pick. Yes. Like, what a trade. Wow. Mm-hmm. You know, I never said wow about the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. That's crazy.
Let me tell you what was crazy. When this game first started, a lot of people were livid because him and CD, for whatever reason, did not start the game. They were on the bench. And we were like, terrified. Like, are you seriously? Like, what's going on with them? So I'm not exactly sure what it was. If something was going on with Schottenheimer and them, maybe they got a little bit too big for the britches. Maybe they were just trying to, like level them out or something. I'm not sure, but they did not start the game, which was crazy. Now, if you're not going to start them for a game, then the Raiders is the best one to do it against. But it was bizarre. It was a bizarre start. It really was, that neither one of them was out there to start the game. I think it was 2 drives before they were out there, if I'm not mistaken. And then they just popped up out there. It was weird. It was really weird. Well, it's like they were on punishment for the beginning of the game.
Oh, maybe there were a lot of players that were on punishment this past week for something they did, not showing to a meeting, showing up late to a meeting. Like, teams are really starting
smarting off to the coach. Yeah, maybe all kinds of things.
Maybe there was some stuff going on, but I tell you what, they showed up when they showed up. They showed out when they actually showed
100%.
up. Yeah. 29.4 points for George Pickens. Let's looking at the studs, Peachy. Who's your most surprising player on this list?
Oh, wow. My most surprising player would have to be Sean Tucker, because I literally expected Rachaad White to be the guy. So to see Sean Tucker get all the carries, to get all this and whatever, and I wonder if Rachaad White is in punishment.
I think it was it's just a matchup, right?
Yeah, here was.
This is Sean Tucker's first game, but hey, where he had 40 plus points, 30 points. I just think it was the matchup. But if you're a Rachaad White owner, pay attention, because if Bucky Irvin returns, Rachaad White is done.
Right.
And so you're going to want to get rid of him. If Bucky Irvin is to play this week. It's just the way it is. I guess my surprising player is going to be Michael Wilson. The dude, he wouldn't drop pass. And then everything was explosive down the football field. It's just bruh, can you drop something? I mean, he had a couple of drops. I mean, Demo forced a drop in a PBU and stuff like that. But I was just dang, this cat is really tearing the Niners, shredding the Niners defense apart. He didn't care who was guarding him. And, first big game from this kid. You know what I'm saying? First start, too, as wide receiver X. So
I have a question, Breezy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Michael Wilson, where did Jacoby Brissett come in this week on fantasy?
That's a great question, because I was surprised he
had
that dude had 600 passing yards. You know what I'm saying? I'm just what? So he came in overall. Jacoby Brissett came in PPR. He came in 16th on the list. You just had too many skill players that outbeat his production. Remember, a lot of his production, I think it was 3 touchdowns, but it was 400 yards. From now on, the trick to quarterbacking is find those quarterbacks that can run. Because the rushing touchdowns are 6 points, and it's 25. It's what is it? 1 point for every 25 yards. So you and cats in the NFL aren't throwing 400-yard games anymore. It's just not that type of NFL. So you got to switch your mindset up from the quarterback. So he definitely threw for damn near almost 500 yards though against the Niners, 1,000. So he finished with 23.9 points, but he was 16th on the list. Gotcha. If I go from quarterbacks, he was number 4 in the quarterbacks. Yeah, it was Josh Allen, Bryce Young, Dak Prescott Monday night, and then Jacoby Brissett. And guess who number 5 was? Can you guess who number 5 of the number 5 quarterback this week was? It's a tie. So if you get one of them, you'll be right.
I'm trying to think. I gotta think.
One team plays on the West Coast. One team plays on the East Coast.
Okay. Well, I know who it wasn't. I know that it wasn't Sam Darnold, because he had 8,000 interceptions this week.
Really?
He had 4 interceptions.
The 1 week that Rams defense actually is too legit to quit.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's a West Coast. It's a NFC West team, and it's an AFC East team.
Okay. Matt Stafford.
Nope.
Okay. Then it's Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, number 5.
Okay.
And then what's the AFC East quarterback?
AFC East?
Yeah.
Drake May.
No. Drake May was 12th, 15.4 points.
Josh Allen.
No. Josh Allen was 1 with 44.7 points.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What am I? Okay. Okay. So then, oh my God, why am I blanking on who's in the AFC East now? There's the Dolphins. There's Tua.
Nope.
Okay. So then there's Dolphins, Bills, and Patriots, and what?
Yep.
Nuh-uh.
So he's being benched.
He's a big bitch.
So I'm trying to figure out, like,
What?
he got, you know what Justin Fields does? He gets points. Why? Because he runs.
Exactly.
He's good for at least one rushing touchdown a game, so his points are going to be high. Like, he's more graded like a running back. As far as a quarterback, he's not the best option for the team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So fantasy player.
Yeah, man. He's a fantasy footballer, 1,000%.
Yes.
Again, guys, put your questions in the chat. We're going to get to some Q&A. Before we get to the waiver wire picks, let's just go through our duds. We did the most surprising. So from the duds, we'll do the worst of the worst, like who we feel like was the most disappointing. All right, Justin Herbert, 4.3 points. Sorry, not sorry. Like, bum, Lamar Jackson, same loser horn. 6.7 points from Lamar Jackson. That's just unacceptable in my opinion. Tony Pollard, 5.6. Quishon Judkins, what's going on with Cleveland? What the hell? Like, they were good. And now they just blah. Woody Marks, 6.1. These are like number one running backs. I understand that they're rookies, but they're getting the job. Ricky Pearsall, 1 point. Devontae Smith, 1.8 points. Parker Washington. Everybody thought Parker Washington was going to be the man this week because that is Trevor Lawrence's target, and he had 4 points. You know, tight ends. We apologize. We told everybody to go get Luke Musgrave. I wasn't expecting him to replace the production of Tucker Kraft, but damn near to catch some of them passes, dog. Them targets gonna come to you. And then David, he had 0.9 points. He's the lowest scorer on this list. And then you had David Njoku. All right, David Njoku, 1.7 points. Man, what a bunch of losers, right?
Losers. Salute.
Who's most disappointing though for you?
Justin Herbert.
Did they win?
What in the world? What happened? I was so mad. You guys have no idea like how mad I was. Yes, they won. They barely won though.
Well,
you're playing the Titans. That Titans defense lit them up. I'm like,
y'all talk about
the world is going on. And Justin Herbert got banged up and had to leave the game for a minute and take a ride into the blue tent. And they thought that Trey Lance was on his way out because they were trying to get him ready. And then all of a sudden, Herbert turns around and then the next play, he's able, or the next time that they hit the offense, he goes back out there. But horrible. He was absolutely horrible. I think they said that was his worst game that he's had forever. Like forever. If he's even had, it was so bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The reason why I chose Lamar Jackson because he's elite. Now, every now and then, an elite quarterback like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, those guys, they're gonna have those bad games. I just expect Lamar to be able to do more because he can move with his feet. And so when he's not throwing and having a good time, I expect him to move that ball with his feet. And he was 14 of 25.
It was so bad.
With 2 interceptions.
I know. It was so bad.
He only had 10 yards on 4 carries. That ain't even... Now, I granted, that Cleveland Browns defense is a little different up front. I'll give him that. He's got to deal with Myles Garrett in his face.
God.
I'll give him that. But I didn't think he was good. 193 yards for Lamar Jackson. I needed more. I just did. I expect him to have a rebound. So if you got Lamar Jackson, that's the guy you're going to want to start
100%.
Yeah.
Ravens. So my nephew Eli is a Ravens fan.
Okay.
I don't know when this happened, but he is. And he said that his research is that the Ravens always struggle against the Browns.
Yeah,
And they
that's
always do.
Yeah.
And that it was just a bad week to put Lamar in for that matchup because he just doesn't have good games against the Browns. With that defense.
You know what? That probably could be true. Now that I think about it.
I didn't even think about it.
Something I need to look up for sure.
Me too.
It's a division game. Mm-hmm. And so you expect it to be, but you expect that one quarterback. You expect your quarterback to find a way to make. They won the game. If you're a Ravens fan, you won. But you expect your quarterback to be a little bit better out there. So those are our studs. Those are our duds from Week 11. Bye weeks, guys. Pay attention. Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins, Commanders. Peachy, from the Broncos, who will be missed this week? If you had their defense, I'm assuming the defense would be missed. But which offensive players will be missed from the Broncos? We'll go through each team. That's it? You just go Troy Franklin, maybe? A lot of people picked up Troy Franklin, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm over the other wide receiver.
They really don't have a running game. Their running game is down.
Yeah.
So,
J.K. Dobbins is hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And R.J. Harvey, they don't trust him yet.
Right. They have, what's his name in there? Harvey. They seem to like him better.
It's another dude, McLaughlin, right? Like I think Jaleel, whatever. I don't know. They do have another running back in there though. So Chargers, who we gonna miss? Justin Herbert?
Yes, we're gonna miss Justin Herbert, and we're also gonna miss their tight end.
Arondé Gadsden.
Yes.
The second.
But we're also gonna miss their wide receivers. Lab McConkey and Keenan Allen.
Maybe a little Quentin Johnston. I don't know. From the Dolphins, I can only think of one player. Let's say it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Devon Achane. That's it. What about Jalen Waddle?
You can put Waddle in there too.
Think about him too. Like
put Waddle in there.
I'm so used to him being injured every season there. That's it. That's it. But you need Tua to be on for Waddle to be on. You don't need Tua to be on for Achane. So
and I don't even have anybody from the Commanders that I even believe in anymore because Bill Merritt is not it. He is not it.
It is what it is.
It's so crazy. Brizzy, do you remember weeks and weeks ago whenever I was preaching Bill Merritt and you're like, they have this guy there, Chris Rodriguez, and it looks like that what they're doing is they're doing it by committee.
I don't understand the
Commanders. The only
Commanders.
thing is that Bill Merritt doesn't seem to be part of this committee.
I don't get the Commanders.
I don't need.
No soup for you 5. Moody and Debo back on the same team.
Forgot all about that.
Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. You didn't, and the injuries, did you talk about Eddie Pinero's hamstring? Because he's out.
No.
All right. So the Niners are working out.
Kickers.
They're working out kickers.
Too.
No, they are kickers are people. Because they scored the most points, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So here's what's funny, right? Shout out to Eddie Pinero because he had 3 field goals in this game. His long was 48. And so I don't know how many points he put up. I could check. But do you think the Niners for a second, he got signed to the Commanders, but do you think the Niners for a split second thought about signing him off the Bears practice squad again?
This Niners, of course they did.
Okay, just want to make sure I was thinking the same thing.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
the Commanders beat him to it. You know why? Because what's his name? Probably was like, oh no.
Look, yes.
Let me grab him. Because as soon as that injury happened, Adam Peters. Yes.
He knew.
He knew what was about to happen.
He knew. He knew. I feel like Anders Carlson is going to be the kicker for the Niners moving forward. I feel like he was with the Niners at some point. Anders Carlson. Remember that name?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be the kicker.
So they have 3 kickers that they worked out today. No dice today. So I guess tomorrow they're bringing in more. So I guess we're going to hear the other names about
Those
who
guys
they're bringing
must have
in.
Been trash.
Now, Commanders release Matt Gay.
No,
that may be one.
Absolutely not.
I mean, they might.
I'm not taking the kicker that just got released. I'll take a kicker that ain't played.
100%.
Yeah, but that kicker that got released, oh hell no.
So Justin Tucker, because of the outside off the field
that cat ain't working no more.
crazy stuff.
He just needs to take some
He
years
won't
off.
step foot in Santa Clara. So I saw people on social media that were 49ers were like, hey, bring in Justin Tucker because, so whatever. And it's like, no, the 49ers are not going to do that. We don't roll that way.
We don't. So no players for the Commanders. And we gave y'all some players that's going to be missed this particular week. All right. Now, for those that are questioning the two streams, all right, let me just break it down to you. So StreamYard and YouTube has this thing going on. Not just StreamYard and YouTube, but I think it really, anyway, they have it to where they're streaming both versions, the vertical and the horizontal. When you watch the show on my channel, you have two options. There's two different links. If you look at the vertical link and you don't want to watch the vertical link, just click on the other link. It's the regular view. So if you're watching on Facebook, I believe it's all horizontal. Oh, well, it's not on Facebook. But if you're watching on Twitter, it's all horizontal, right? I think it's landscape instead of portrait. So just to clarify what the hell is going on, because trust me, I didn't ask them to do this. Do you think I wanted to create a whole new overlay?
Right.
Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Alejandro, what's good, Peachy? Let's get to your waiver wire picks so we can get to some Q&A and some, all that other good stuff. What the hell did I do? I don't even know what I did. Let's see if I can bring it back. Hold up. Waiver wire picks coming up to the stage. All right, Peachy, what you got for us?
All righty. So first and foremost is my quarterback, Brock Purdy.
I picked him up super. He's
right.
I didn't even know he was available.
I didn't either. I was really happy. Yes.
I didn't even know he was available. 19.3 points last week. He was a top 5 fantasy football quarterback. He did what he thing, man. He had 3 touchdowns last week, if I'm not mistaken, and he was balling. He was balling. Only 200 yards, but hell of efficient. And I know efficient isn't fantasy football. It's not what we want. You want freaking yards and touchdowns, but he'll get there. First game back, he'll get there. He's playing the Panthers too, so yeah.
Yes, he has an opportunity to have a big game. So if you need a quarterback, if any of yours, like Justin Herbert, is on a bye week, or any of the quarterbacks that you have that are on a bye week, or if your quarterback is just sucking and you just need to get another quarterback, then Brock Purdy is your guy.
That's the man. Let's see if we got any quarterback streaming questions at this point. Let's see. Nope, no streaming questions. All right, here we go. Let's get to the next quarterback on the waiver wire. We talked about him earlier, Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor, as you know, Justin Fields has now been benched. So if Tyrod Taylor can make it to the game, then he will be the starting quarterback. So if you need a quarterback, Tyrod Taylor also is mobile and everything. So he's actually not a bad fantasy option. The Jets play the who do the Jets have this week, Breezy?
The Jets are getting their butthole stomped by the Ravens because Lamar Jackson's not going to have another bad game.
Oh, no.
And the Ravens are home.
Yeah. So if you need a quarterback, if you do not have any other choice, then that's exactly what I would do. I would look at him. He wouldn't be my first option. I would definitely choose Brock Purdy over him.
Yeah.
But if, some cupboards are bare because, sometimes you have greedy people that choose 3 and 4 quarterbacks at one time. So, you might have to get a quarterback like Tyrod Taylor.
There it is. Number 3 quarterback on your list was?
Kirk Cousins.
Kurt Cobain's. Let's go.
Yep.
Kurt Chains. My bad. He don't wear chains no more.
No, he
you would
does
think,
not.
and you would think in Atlanta,
you would think he would really be rocking everything.
He's not the same dude, man. He's not the same dude. You talked about the injury to Michael Penix Jr. earlier, so but listen, be cautious in my opinion of Kurt Co, because No Drake London.
That's right.
The first time he played, he didn't have Drake London,
Nope.
and he didn't have somebody else. And well, there was no Drake London, and so without Drake London, he was trash.
It went bad.
And they're playing the Saints though, so but it's a divisional game, so beware of the Kirko. We got a question from Lou said Nick, I think. Lou said Nick. I guess I said Brock Purdy or Jacoby Brissett week 12. Purdy versus the Panthers or Brissett versus the Jaguars. Wow. Who'd you start?
Ooh. I like Purdy.
Oh, I'm starting Purdy over Brissett.
Jacksonville's defense is no joke. So definitely going to
That's a
start
good point.
Brock Purdy.
They have a pass rush, guys.
Yes, they do.
Yo, the 49ers don't have a pass rush.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Anyone who thinks that Jacoby Brissett is just out here wheeling and dealing and putting up nearly 500 yards a game is
You
just
dig?
because
you dig?
it was against the 49ers.
You dig? That's where I'm going with it. Jameis Winston is your fourth quarterback. Now, when Peachy does her waiver wire picks, I wasn't expecting four quarterbacks. So she is bold enough to say to start Jameis Winston against the Detroit Lions. I like it because the one thing you're going to get from Winston, you're going to get 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions
That's
in the
right.
same game. So if you got to pick him up, you know what I'm saying? If you got to pick him, wait a minute, he's not with the Giants no more. Where did he go?
The who?
Oh, no, he is with the Giants. So Jackson Dart may not play, but they're saying he may play.
Right. So it's
If he comes out of the concussion
it
protocol.
was before the news. Yep.
Got
So,
you. All right. Okay. So
yeah,
there it
it was
is. Yeah.
before the news.
So if Jackson Dart plays, you can ice this one. All right. That's why it's extra. Let's get to the
Right.
running backs. PG likes this Sean Tucker guy.
Yes.
Let me say, if this is against the Rams now. Now, if they don't have Bucky Irvin, are you Tucker over White or White over Tucker?
No, I'm Tucker over White. And here's one major reason why, because the Rams fans are evil and they already have signs that say Sean Tucker must die.
No.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Remember
That's
that
not-
movie?
Yeah, but come on.
I know.
No, come on.
And
This is
I'm
football.
like, come on, man,
is
you
football.
can't do that. And then they're laughing, talking about like the movie. And I'm like, no, that's not,
All right.
that's awful.
Well, all right. All right. Well, Sean Tucker must go. You know what I'm saying? I guess he must go. Who's your next running back up here? Oh, the kid from Green Bay.
Okay, so Emmanuel Wilson lit it up with Josh Jacobs being out, and it looks like that Josh Jacobs may remain out as well. A lot of times, you can Rob Tart, you can tell that the team is liking what he's bringing to this offense because they're like, Josh Jacobs, well, if you're not exactly ready to go, I think it might be all right. Who do the Packers have this week, Breezy?
The Vikings.
Oh, so see, that'll be
But the Packers are at home.
yes,
But this is a division game.
that'll be a good one.
Yeah, if he can withstand that Vikings front seven,
He did really good in the red zone.
if he can get through this Vikings front seven, he should have a good game.
Yes,
If not, it's going to be minimal carry because it's going to be like even with the Vikings, like, are they going to go Jordan Mason against Green Bay? They're going to go Aaron Jones against Green Bay. It's going to be interesting to
Right.
see how it pans out. You got a giant running back on here named Devin Singletary, and I'm curious to why. What happened to the other guy, Tyrone Tracy? He just died.
Singletary seems to be bypassing him. He's faster, and he's just doing more for this offense. And this offense looks so much better.
Yeah.
So much better with Singletary. So liking Singletary. Actually swapped him for Tracy. Because I really do think that Singletary is gonna wind up being bouncing
right.
Tracy.
Definitely a big play guy. Darnell Mooney, wide receiver. Because Drake, the issue to
Yeah.
Drake London, right? Okay, I could see that. I could see that. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
That makes perfect sense. I don't know this guy, so I ain't even gonna lie. Like, this is a Buffalo. I didn't even know Buffalo Bills had other wide receivers other than the guys that they had.
Okay, so the reason why that I put in Tyrell Shavers is because one, this dude is dynamic for real, and I didn't know anything about him until he presented himself. But that's what happens a lot of times when you have, missing top receivers. When you have missing top receivers, then you always have someone that comes in and shows you what they got. And Josh Allen seemed to have a pretty decent connection with him. So if one of your wide receivers is out due to the bye week or injury, then I would definitely pick up Tyrell Shavers. I think he is going to wind up being an asset in this offense because Buffalo, as they move closer and closer to the playoffs, are going to need to get more wide receivers involved in this offense because something's got to happen in this offense. This offense is just not working right now. So hopefully Shavers can give them that boost that they need that will help them to get it off the ground.
It's definitely different. And then are we back to the love land? Because I'm curious, like, it's Colston. This is we got one tight end on this list. Why'd you pick Colston?
Because Chicago, it looks like that they are trying to, I'm not going to say reintegrate him back in this offense. I feel like that they're trying to target him a lot more. And that's why I chose him, because I literally do not hardly like any tight ends that are in the National Football League at this particular moment. So I just went with him because I think that he's going to wind up being bigger. I feel like that the Bears are rolling, and he's going to help them to accomplish what they need to accomplish as well. So
Colston Loveland, get him, because he had that one big week.
He did.
His first week back from whatever he was dealing with. Tore the league up. Number one tight end scoring that week. And so can he find a way to reproduce that? They got the Steelers, though. So it's going to be a little interesting to see how that pans out. Let's get to some must-sit, must-starts. This is where I present a must-sit, must-start challenge to Peachy. So we're going to go with the first game on Thursday night. It's the Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Texans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the wide receiver position, and I'm going to go with the 2 second-year wide receivers. So Xavier Hutchinson or Keon Coleman. Who you sitting? Who you starting?
I'm going to sit Keon Coleman. Buffalo's defense is definitely not great.
You're gonna sit Mr. Coleman? Yeah. I mean, he got that touchdown last week, a week ago. But I could dig it. Let's do a 1 o'clock matchup. Let's do the division matchup. No, let's not. Let's do. They got some good 1 o'clock games. Let's go with. Let's go with. Oh man, I wish they were playing though. I wish Josh Jacobs was playing because I would do Josh Jacobs versus Aaron Jones. All right, let's go Colts Chiefs. Are you starting? Are you gonna? Let's go quarterbacks. Let's go the 8-2 Danny Dimes versus Patrick Mahomes. Who you starting? Who you sitting? Feel free to listen in the chat as well. If you're watching the show, go ahead and type it in the chat. We'll put it up
you can go ahead and you guys can participate.
You start Patty Mahomes or Danny Dimes?
I'm starting Pat Mahomes.
I can never start Dimes over Mahomes.
I know.
I don't care if the freaking Chiefs were 1-17. I'm starting Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Yeah. Still, for the 405 matchup, it's the Jaguars versus the Cardinals, Cats versus the Birds. Let's go with the quarterbacks again. Trevor Lawrence versus Jacoby Brissett.
Oh God. Oof. You know what? I can't start Trevor Lawrence. It has to be Jacoby Brissett in that case.
I would go with Trevor Lawrence because that's his team. That's his offense. He's going to be getting some players back. I just don't know if Jacoby is going to continue to build. And I don't know if his guys are coming back this week either.
Yeah.
So Marvin Harrison Jr., whatnot.
It's a good
I don't
point.
think Michael Wilson would shred that defense like he did the Niners defense. They just played different teams. But hey, man, to each their own. 425 games, we got 2 of them, but we're gonna go with the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Are you starting Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott?
No, I'm starting Jalen Hurts because he'll be
Really?
successful against that.
If I had
Cowboys
those two quarterbacks,
defense.
I would start Dak Prescott. He just gets 30 points every single week. Jalen Hurts, the fudge, bro, you got to be 14 points, dog. I'm just saying. No, all right, let's go with CeeDee Lamb or AJ Brown.
Oh, I'm starting CD because I don't know what in the world is going on with AJ. I don't know what.
You need to take the AJ out of his name just to be called Brown because he's missing.
What's going on?
All right, and then last but not least from that game, Saquon Barkley, if he's healthy, versus Javonte Williams.
I'm gonna go with Saquon.
All right, there you have it. All right, let's get to the Sunday Night Football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Rams. Are you starting Baker Mayfield or Matthew Stafford?
Ooh, I'm starting Matt Stafford.
Are you starting the Bucs defense versus the Rams or the Rams defense versus the Bucs?
I'm starting the Rams defense versus the Bucks.
Okay. Are you starting Emeka Egbuka or Puka Nacua?
I'm going with Puka.
I just wanted to see how much.
It's so hard for me.
I just wanted to see.
I'm going.
Sunday Night Football, Carolina Panthers versus the 49ers. Are you
Monday
starting
Night Football. Yeah.
Monday Night Football? Sorry. Are you starting Brock Purdy or Bryce Young?
I'm still going. I'm starting Brock Purdy. Damn it.
Are you starting? No, that's not fair because that's your start. Are you starting Tataroa McMillan or are you starting Ricky Pearsall?
I'm starting Tate McMillan. I don't know if I'm even gonna consider Ricky Pearsall for fantasy. I think he's gonna be more of a threat more than anything else. That's what it seems like because he makes the offense better because he's out there and he's an actual threat. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ted.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
I do too.
I got total 63 points in this game. It's gonna be high scoring. So hopefully the Niners score more. Right.
Yes.
All right, those are must sits, must starts. Let's get to some Q&A because I feel like we got some questions loaded up in the queue, and let's go ahead and pull some of those up. If you don't mind, I don't mind. Which defense should we stream? Should I play the Eagles defense? All right, so Eagles versus the Cowboys.
Division
We're in
game.
week 12. The Eagles defense just looks banged up to me. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell plays, starts, gets hurt, comes out. Next thing you know, the secondary is going to be suspect. I don't know if I would start the Eagles defense against this Cowboys team because the Cowboys offense is pretty potent. Now, if Jalen Carter plays like he's supposed to play and they take away the run, then the Eagles defense will look good. But I don't know. But if you had to stream a defense, if you had to stream a defense, I would probably get the Patriots defense versus the Bengals. No Jamar Chase, Joe Flacco. I don't know. That's just my
100%. Yeah.
yeah. That would be my streamer. Matter of fact, I didn't know that. Or you could stream the Seahawks defense versus the Titans if you want. Titans have a defense. They don't have an offense. Seahawks has the defense, but their offense was trash last week. So those would be the two teams I would stream defensively.
Good to me.
Browns versus Packers or Seahawks defense. Browns, Packers, or Seahawks defense this week. All right, this is a good question. So the Browns got the Raiders. Every bit of me wants to start the Browns defense
100%.
against the Raiders. The Packers got the Vikings. Nah, because it's divisional. And then we talked about the Seahawks. they're playing the Titans. If the it's either Seahawks or Browns. Peachy, which one would you start?
I would go with the Browns.
All right. She going with the Browns. I'm going with the Seahawks. So you gotta figure it out, because I think that Titans game, and the Titans still lost the game, even though,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and I don't expect Sam Darnold to be that bad
Oh no.
against the Titans defense,
I
even
mean,
though
he better
Titans
not be.
defense is good. Right.
He better not be that
There.
bad.
Okay. She says the Pats aren't available. Who else isn't available? The Seahawks. All right, let me give you another team then. Let's see. Well, how about you let us know who's available, and then
Right.
we'll go from there.
Right. Sounds good to me. She has Lamar as her fantasy quarterback.
We all do. That's not the wrong
Right.
pick. He just had a bad game.
Yeah. Yeah. He just had a bad day.
Yeah.
He said Ricky was low-key a game changer, though. Drew so much attention because he dominated the first game. Opened
Yeah.
up so much for everyone else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he basically, was a threat. I just don't know how he's going to be as far as a fantasy asset.
Right.
I'm not looking for him to do
Yeah.
very
For
much
the Niners,
of anything.
right. For the Niners, he did open up the defense. He took he made the defense play honest. They couldn't keep people up
Yes,
because he runs
exactly.
routes down the field. You know what? He got 1 point. So he was trash.
Exactly. That's my whole
One
point.
catch, 1 point, no yards.
That's true.
He said too many massage places in SF for Tucker.
Okay. I think we already answered that one.
So that's what it is. You're starting Ibuka against that Rams defense, which you should. Their secondary isn't as strong to me. It's the pass rush up front. So you could get past that and get it into the second level, which is what he does. Ibuka should be fine.
Agree.
You
with-
said Puka Nakua though, Peachy.
No. I said that I agree, but I still think that Puka is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a better option.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm just saying, if you had to start one of those, it's always Puka over.
Right.
It's Puka over the world.
Right. It's just going to be Puka.
Yeah, it's gonna. That's like asking me would I start CMC versus or somebody else, and it's just CMC because he's just been the most consistent. And I told
Yes.
y'all this was gonna be a year
Yes, you did.
where he was gonna be. Oh no, about the ankles, the Achilles.
And that dude is damn near in the MVP conversation.
MVP. Speaking of that, I got a video out on Bleacher Report talking about why he should be MVP. So make
Yes.
sure you go to Bleacher Report,
Yep.
type in Wayne Brown, Wayne Breezy, whatever, and check it out. Let me know what you guys think.
Shout out to Christian McCaffrey, who is a nominee for FedEx Ground Player of the Week. So,
Ground. Who's that Ground? All right. Any final thoughts? Any more questions before we jump off here, man? Because fantasy football kicks off on this upcoming Thursday. You guys got a pretty decent game, Bills versus Texans.
yeah,
Some studs in that game. Should be some studs for that game. But it's Thursday night, so
it should be. You just never know. It can go awesome or it can go really bad.
correct.
So you just never know which one it's going to do. But as always, any major updates that come out will be available on our What's Your Fantasy page on Instagram. So if you have any questions, you can always shoot us up after the comments. Sin says available defenses are Browns, Raiders, Cards, Niners, Saints, Jets, Titans, and Bengals.
I'll take that Browns defense versus the Raiders.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. I would
Browns
grab
defense
the
versus
Browns. 100%.
Because they've been consistent.
Yeah. The Raiders are having mega issues right now. I don't look for them to get any better. They are
Not this year.
not. It's just not the year for that. Whatever it is, they don't look good. So the Browns could wind up being the top defense of the whole entire week playing the Raiders. They are that bad.
And the Browns defense is good. You got Myles
Yeah.
Garrett, you're going to be good. So
Exactly.
they keep the score low. They could possibly win the game depending on who they start at quarterback, because they benched Dylan Gabriel in this game for Shador Sanders.
Yeah, and Shador is starting. Actually, he is the starter.
We didn't talk about that.
I forgot
All right,
until
pick
you
up
brought that up right there.
Ooh, Shador Sanders. Should we pick him up? I don't know. Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to join the Breezy Bunch crew. You get priority, comment, shout outs, and all that good stuff as well. And you get a cool little badge by your name. All right. So make sure you guys go ahead and support us right here on the Wayne Breezy channel. We appreciate everybody. Till next week, we'll see y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in to What's Your Fantasy.
What's up, faithful? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And make sure you check out some of the other cool videos.